Hello, guys. How's it going today? So, there is a lot going on with Twitch lately. If you have not seen the drama and everything unfolding, there is a regular drama, there's the Gamba situation, and if you haven't heard, there's some more serious allegations involving Crazy Slick and potentially Ms. Kiff and Maya as well. So, but out of all the things that are going on right now, I think there's one person that shines above the rest, and that's Hasan. Boy, does he know how to make himself look bad without even being actually directly involved with any of it. And just from this one stream, I think there's probably about 15 videos worth of content. But just to get you guys caught up, because I don't want to watch the whole 4-hour video right now, Hasan said a lot of dumbass shit. Tried to say using racial slurs as long as they're not known is okay. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but all right, brother, you've lost your fucking mind. And what really came up, though, in regards to the whole situation between Crazy Slick and Adriana Lee, was Hasan kind of dismissed some of the allegations earlier in it, and he was saying he just didn't have enough context and was searching for more things. But I think during situations like that, it's like better to have like a I don't speak on this policy at all until we have more information, rather than say the dumb shit he's been saying. And xQc is kind of just pointing out the hypocrisy of this here, and yeah, Hasan's not happy, but I hear the video gets ridiculous from here. So let's watch it and get some more information.
And said, realest thing I've ever heard. When did all these virtues?
Of course he flips, cause she fucking talked about it directly. If she didn't say shit directly, he was ready to fucking move on. That's the point.
Singling narcissist streamers become suddenly
man,
activists. Am I supposed to believe there isn't some type of agenda here that you actually care? Realest thing I've ever heard. You know who these people are behind the BS exactly, and they still get away with it.
Literally, how do we benefit from speaking against gambling streams? How? What agenda? The agenda of caring about other people? Crazy. That's fucking insane.
I thought like Crazy Slick, like this is not a defense of Crazy Slick at all. I don't know the exact details of this, but didn't this like pop off on LSF or something, and then Crazy Slick came out and apologized for it and said that like he was going to get therapy or something? I don't know. What is it?
Guys,
fucking vague.
I watched your clip, but what do you want from me?
It is so insanely vague that, like, of course I'm going to try and gain additional context here. If you think that that is wrong in this circumstance, or if you think that I am trying to, once again, get additional context here, you have to use some heavy bad faith, uncharitable interpretations to turn me asking questions into me literally trying to fucking attack the person or attack like the situation at hand. It is, and it's so fucking irresponsible that you're doing that.
No, not irresponsible.
Why is the fucking heat on me in this situation?
I'm
if you
sorry to say this, okay? The worst possible reaction to hearing about something really bad happening to somebody, okay, is neutral at 0.00. The fact that you shed the doubt and an initial doubting, right?
Here's another clip.
It's being trained is the problem. The worst reaction initially is being neutral.
There's another clip immediately after that. I can't even hear what you're saying. There's another clip after that if you want to watch that as well, considering that you care about what I had to say.
That says he wasn't doubting.
Yo, X, I felt weird initially when it felt
about.
like this came out as a reply to Ms.
So
Kiff,
he's talking
and it was
about
like
something
more like
that
a, hey, this is in my
Slicker
back
might have
pocket for
done,
fucking
not
Ms. Kiff. Can you help me reconcile that? I mean, I felt better when Adriana was like on board too, but initially that was weird.
Okay, Okay, I mean, I know you guys are trying to like grasp at straws and trying to really like go against go against the narrative. Initially, it was there was a lot of shit. There was a lot of light in that space. But then I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck about this because it wasn't my thing to say. Not my. And I was ready to hold quiet about this, right? Because the victim wanted to stay quiet about this, and Trent said that. Okay, she green lighted it. She said go. She said fine. She told that the train. Okay, what are you supposed to do about that?
I feel like nothing, but I feel like it feels good to know that there's the green light. But if there was no green light, would it be bad?
Yes, this was
like
manually,
if you did this and there was a red light.
Manually green lighted. Yes. What about it?
So, but then, we should check if there's a green light. Because if there was a red light, then it would be bad. So
yeah, but if there's no red light, or if there's a red light and there's a green light, you still have to wait for the person involved to actually say that. You can't just say this bullshit and try to go into it when these things are being brought out, because the second that you bring those things up as the first thing, then you're already dismissing it again, Hasan. Do you not get the fucking point, bro? You can't dismiss it with another dismissal. Come on, man. He's so disconnected from the reality that is going on here.
The green light makes it okay. So then if I'm a viewer watching, I should make sure that there's a green light. The green light
was triple checked.
But I'm saying me as a viewer, should I check to see if there's a green light? Should I be like checking her Twitter to be like, is she cool with this?
No. Green light in private to train. Only
right. But we don't know that what she green lights or red lights behind closed doors. So I'm saying if she is
proof to own you guys, I don't get it.
No, I'm saying as a viewer to make a decision on how you feel about something. If you feel weird and if you think that it could be a red light, you check to see if there's a green light. And she green lit it, and that made me feel better. So I feel like what you're saying is right.
The gun that you guys have is that she didn't green light it.
Don't say you guys like I'm a part of this shit. I'm just a viewer watching. I'm not in any of this. I'm just saying simply as a viewer, when I looked at it at first, I didn't know there was a green light. I didn't know she was like, yep, go for it, train. So I was like, this is kind of weird. And then I saw that she was like, you know what? I actually am very comfortable with this. This is how I want to do it. And it made me feel better. But if it was a red light, if she had tweeted this sucks, I hate that it went out like this, it would have been bad.
Yes. If you guys want massive proof that people aren't absolute evil on these calls and these intentions, if everybody wants to go to the very last bone, there's no way Trent can be right about this. Okay, yes, I'm sure he will post a screenshot of him being green lighted. He showed it to me. It was purely green lighted, and had nothing with this narrative of like the backbite for a rainy day. Yeah, I play into the meme or whatever the fuck. I think the people would bite. They bit, of course they do, right? It got green lighted. What about
you? Knew they'd bite, dude. You knew they'd bite.
What?
You said good bait. You knew. Knew with your you send coy stuff.
Bro, I mean, dude, it's more than that. He literally fucking was talking about like busting out the popcorn Hail Mary from the 55-yard line. I mean, I'm reading his fucking Maya throw pog, the mistrain Asman Mitch called.
So I don't know too much about the whole situation, but if I had to speculate on things, is when you're dealing with high profile people within whatever field you're in, you will need other high-profile people to help fight against the others, or at least to help back you up, because it can get silenced so quick and pushed down, and a lot of people will gravitate towards the top because of business, money, friendships, power, all of the above. So for xQc to do it this way is probably the best way, because it's going to circulate even more. It's going to create more public tension, which in turn is going to create more support for Adriana Lee. And that's what she needs right now. She needs as much support as possible. So although it seems like it could be, a weird way to do this, I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with it. And I think that every time Hasan tries to question this, or anyone else, they end up just looking ridiculous, because you just end up looking like you're dismissing SA on somebody. And it just looks terrible. It's terrible optics. Bro, what are you doing? How are you even in this space for this long? It's just like basic communication and understanding, treat others the way that you would want to be treated to some degree. Maybe there's a little more nuance to it, and I'm giving people way too much credit to think that most people know how to do this. But yeah, Let's see how this keeps going. God, Hasan, you know how to do it, brother.
Turn to a free-for-all
So
drama
what?
react central. I'm gonna fucking react Discord call with the boys and more Lima Fayao. Like I literally personally treated the situation with more respect that it deserves than you did, and you're out here desperately trying to make it seem as though I was being
this
dismissive.
shit for fucking months.
Dog, but I didn't.
Train
What
told
the fuck's
me.
wrong with you?
Train told me, and I had this above my fucking head. Train told me you won't want to know. He told me, and like, you know, dude, you were right. I didn't want to fucking know. I had this above my head, seeing these people every fucking day. Don't you think it's fucking relieving? Don't you think it's finally out, and I can everybody fucking move on somehow? Don't you think that it's somehow healing? What do you mean?
Yo,
what?
this isn't about you, man. What the fuck? You're literally. I don't know why you can't understand that. Why are you making this about you? This is not about you.
What?
What?
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is literally not about you. You're talking about like how your feelings were about like knowing this truth and you know, not fucking you know, and feeling so excited.
Dude, I'm
Weird flex X. No reason to bring that up. Even though Hasan's trying to make it about himself, don't turn it around and do the same thing as well. I know Hasan's like doing it in a very strange way, so it's hard for a lot of people to see that he's trying to make this about himself right now and make him look like the good person. But don't bite on that fishing line, because you're gonna look like a fucking idiot if you do.
extremely
all
cold.
these people that you
I am
fucking
an
despise or somehow
incredibly
implicated.
cold
But like,
person.
other than all
and
those people
even
that are,
it was trash to fucking know about it. Just knowing this shit and about these people that are everywhere and looking at them, yeah, it was fucking lame. Fucking having it in my head. Okay, I'm sorry, man. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're like, oh, it's not your thing. It's not your thing. You're trying to downplay that? You're such a fucking
you're
moron.
literally saying, okay.
You're such an idiot. You're such an idiot.
Yeah,
Who says this shit?
I'm definitely
Who
the
says
idiot.
this shit?
I'm definitely the idiot for treating the fucking matter with the respect and careful deliberation that it deserves, rather than fucking talking about it like it's drama farming central over here, and you know, saying that like you can fucking turn around and like use it as a weapon or something. I still don't understand why you're fucking trying to attack me.
It was about train.
You know, do you recognize that you're, again, like, why are you trying to once again attack me in this situation?
Because
I
approached the wrong way.
Think long and hard about this
wrong.
process.
I'm wrong
Think
all the time.
long and hard about this process. You've talked about Slick probably like 3 times. You've talked about Train 25 times. You've talked about Adriana very few times. You talked about Pokemon and myself. Two people that didn't even fucking know.
You guys need every
people that didn't
planet
even
to
know.
line up
What's
for things
the
to
reason?
go. You
What's the
never
additional
stand tall
reason?
for what's right. You always
Why?
wait for things to line up for you to back.
Why?
For you to fucking
Why?
pile on. You are a bad
Why?
faith actor who waits for things to line
Why?
up before going in. It's so fuck.
Yeah.
You stand for nothing.
You
stand
knew
for
about
nothing.
This. You knew about this. I didn't. You knew about this. I didn't.
And you were ready to
Okay.
a blind eye because it was
You
Train
literally
saying it.
hung out with Miskiff. You hung out with Miskiff.
Ooh,
I don't know when you exactly found out, but you hung out with Miskiff. You knew
now
about
I'm
this.
being defamed.
I didn't.
I'm being defamed now, guys. Hasan, please help me. I'm being defamed by Hasan
You knew
now.
about this.
No,
I
that's
didn't.
not true. I didn't hang
You
out.
knew about this.
I
I
didn't hang out
didn't.
with this guy. Guys, help
You
me.
knew about this, and you're behaving this way. I didn't, and I literally said I'm taking the adequate care in this
I
circumstance.
haven't hung out with him. I've ended on Instagram with him. The interaction that I
Even
have with him
Adriana saying,
is-
I don't know. I still don't know why y'all are arguing. Like, Adriana is in my chat saying, I still don't know why y'all are arguing. I don't know why we're arguing either.
Okay, then
This is bananas.
You're clear then. You're clear.
This is completely
That's it.
no.
That's it.
What do you mean you're
your
clear?
initial shit behavior
Of course.
is clear. You're chilling. You're good, man.
Bro, that is Felix. I don't think you understand. Like, this is a serious thing, right? What do you always say? This is not drama. This is criminal, right? You say that all the time. This is one of those instances, okay? This is not drama. This is criminal.
Right.
I am going to, of course, take the seriousness that it deserves. And those clips will show you that I am completely oblivious to what is going on. Or those clips that you refuse to watch for some fucking weird reason, okay? Those clips will show you. My immediate reaction is, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to wait for additional details. I think it might be about Crazy Slick, who I am not defending. Okay?
Right.
I don't know why you are still trying to use this as a as a fucking as a means to fucking deflect away and like
the data that I've acquired
on me.
From the data that I've acquired, from the things that I've seen today, and the things the way you conduct yourself. Okay, if Train comes out with a massive store tomorrow, right? You're gonna say he's probably just going at it any way he can. And you're gonna close the tweet, and if nobody backs him up, you will move on and say whatever the fuck and just move on with your life.
Okay.
That is the behavior you displayed. That is the behavior you displayed.
You're jumping to conclusions. You are jumping to conclusions that doesn't even correspond to the reality. Okay? The reality of the situation is, and I'm telling you what it is, instead of you trying to heavily imply it's not, the reality of the situation is I didn't know what was going on and I wanted additional context. Okay? This is not about gambling. This is not about anything else. Okay? Me saying, I don't know what's going on and I need additional context. I think it might be about this person, Adriana Lee, who I didn't know.
No, he's just. I think he's just trying to find anything and everything he can. But
you're claiming that I'm going to behave a certain way, but I don't know what is to come. Okay, you do. I don't know why you are making assumptions about why I'm going to behave a certain way. I covered it. I learned additional information. Not only did I learn additional information, but I wanted Adriana to say her piece on my broadcast as well, or to me in general. I wanted her to have an additional platform. Okay? And you're still operating like that did not happen. You're still behaving like my initial reaction was not up to snuff. Right. Okay? You're more hyper focused on that than anything else. Listen. And that is literally that's crazy.
If she didn't have the courage to tweet out and back it up, and the guys in the call actually went through, and if I wasn't there, and they made him delete all of his tweets and shut Train down, we would be having a rainy ass fucking day.
It seems like you were
It would have been a rainy fucking day today, dude. So dude, I'm so annoyed by this. I'm sorry, man.
I literally,
that's all that matters to me. That's it.
Felix, I even complimented Train's reaction to the initial situation. Like, it's wild that you are trying to piece together a narrative. Okay, a narrative that is defamatory. I mean that's it, and it goes against everything I stand for and everything I believe in.
Okay, fair enough.
It is really fucked up, and it's not even the truth.
Right.
And for some weird reason, you can't even fucking do the dignity for the many years that we have been friends. When I've even opened my fucking house to you, to literally understand where I'm coming from, which is ironic.
He's bringing in the house. He said I even opened my house to you. He's really trying his best to recover this shit. Oh, shit. Well, I don't know, Hasan. Pretty big L. Shouldn't be speaking on this type of stuff preemptively. Think you owe somebody a big apology. A big apology.
Considering that even when I called you out for the shit camp shit, I was still being charitable when saying there might be additional reasons. I just did not like how carelessly you implied that was going to be bad. You say I'm in the rookie hole, but you are literally in the rookie Mariana Trench, if that's the fucking case. And it's not, I promise you. I don't know what it looks like right now to you on your end, but it does not make you look good.
You're not gonna fucking make me rethink about the fabric of life.
Do you want Pokimane to join the call as well?
I mean, she's a massive bad faith operator in this situation, so I don't.
Why? But what? No, she's not. Why do you have these perspectives on all of these people that you've been around? That's crazy. We are not people that were privy to this information. You were.
Let Pokey come in. Bring her
in.
None
of us, like both her and myself, had no fucking clue what was going on. That's crazy. The only thing that
you were objectively wrong for this, she's worse somehow.
The only thing that ties us to this is the fact that we were talking about gambling as Trainwrecks tweeted that out, and we initially reacted in the way that any confused human being would.
Right.
You said she was evil. You said she was a snake. Like, there's a reason why you feel alone, man, because you're doing stuff like this. Not to like super psychoanalyze this shit.
Holy, thank you, man.
But,
thank you. I think my therapist will like that. That's a good line. I'll write that down. Thank you, man.
Dude, it's just
the reason why I act this way is that I let my
anybody that actually attacks like xQc or tries to like section him off from the rest of the group after this, like Pokey or Hasan, if they're not like trying to, you know, build some bridges after this. I mean, they really did this. That the clip is bad. The clip is bad. It's not that great. It doesn't sound too good. I can almost imagine they'll play it again if Pokey comes in. Hopefully she does. I'd love to hear Pokey's side on it. Pokey is smart. She's a smart girl. I'd love to hear what she has to say.
dumb snake friends gather me.
Adriana also.
I'd rather be alone than have 2 or 3 or 4 friends like fucking you. I'm so done with this shit, bro. I'm so happy being alone. At least I'm not fucking lonely. You understand that? I wonder how it feels for you. Holy shit. If the people around you let you conduct yourself like this, holy fuck, man. What a disaster. Fucking embarrassing.
I didn't even understand what you were saying. I didn't hear what you even said.
I said, yeah, you're right. I am alone, but I'm not fucking lonely.
Okay. For the record, I'm saying that the reason why you feel alone when you're not, and that there are still people who are literally fucking reaching out to you or trying to be as charitable as possible, is specifically because there are still people who care about you, regardless of how you treat others every now and then. Okay?
xQc.
You're literally burning fucking bridges for no reason, trying to make it seem like it's the morally righteous cause that you're engaging in. But even people in this circumstance, most people in this circumstance recognize that it's a ridiculous way to tie this. Pokemon is willing to talk about me, but not to me. Okay. Also, Adriana also wants to be a part of this conversation. She asked, and that's understandable.
Yeah, you guys do it. I'll send a call. I'll reply, but I will not back down by what you said and how you did. How you did it. I still hold strong about that.
What?
I still hold strong about what I said earlier. I hold strong about this.
At the end of the day, it's all about what Adriana Lee says about this. This is all about her, and whatever she says, that's how we need to go about this to some degree. Obviously, we could still have separate thoughts about this outside of it. I don't think that what Hasan did is necessarily right, but let's see what happens. Hopefully, they bring them in.
You're not
okay. Yes, I get it. You're saying that you're holding strong onto the opinion that, like, judging by the 38-second clip that you saw and not the hours after spent on that very same stream after Adriana came out, the first 38 seconds that you clipped that you didn't even give me the fucking decency to watch through is actually how I genuinely felt. That's what you're saying.
Yep. You can also train if you want. If you want to band up or whatever.
This is just like turning into a massive drama spectacle.
Bring him in. Bring them all in.
Yeah, as well. Because I was there for him yesterday when they were mass gaslighting him. So I wanted him to be there when you guys mass gaslight me, because like you're doing right now.
Even the 30 seconds,
even
by the way,
chiming in and being like, yeah, but bro, did he get green lighted though, bro? But did he though? But if he did, you have a screenshot? You have a screenshot though. But if he did have a screenshot, you can share it though? Fuck off. Fuck is this shit?
Okay.
Wait, I didn't say that. What the fuck?
Dude, you're literally fucking you're trying to throw knives at everyone you can. You're doing the thing that I'm saying is like not good.
Wait, Hasan, I think you could just admit that I think what Train did and X did by coming out with the story was a net positive, and I feel like X would appreciate hearing that.
Wait, I did say that.
Well, I think it's just worth repeating. It's worth repeating that it was a net good.
I did say that.
And that any initial backlash to it
shut your dumb mouth up right now for a second, because I literally said that yesterday. Not only did I say that, but I commended Train for helping Adriana. But no one else was.
It never hurts to repeat good points.
Okay, well, that's fine. But I did say that yesterday as well. And if
you should say it, Hasan. Stop being a little bitch. Just say that what they did is great. Again, to him now. Apologize. Don't act a fool. Bro, you're already digging this hole deeper and deeper. Fucking throw the shovel and fucking apologize. Holy shit.
Felix wasn't trying to paint a one-sided fucking narrative, he would have recognized that. But he is still desperately trying to paint a one-sided narrative. which is bananas. Oh my god.
Pokey
That's
and
crazy.
Train have been added to the call.
Yo.
I not only that, but I even said it on this call, Ludwig. I did. I repeated it many times.
Yeah, but I think that X's entire point is that your initial reaction hurt their cause. That was a net gain and a net win by getting rid of someone in the streaming sphere who made people feel unsafe, and then also outing people who helped protect that person. So I feel like it's
initial
okay.
You have to spice it up super hard to see my initial reaction as though it is like anything, as though it's like literally fucking attacking anyone in that circumstance. I know you're trying to be neutral here, okay? But that is
I think it's just way easier to say that than to spend 2 hours nitpicking 38 seconds of our lives.
Okay,
and
but I didn't.
It's fine to accept an.
Just
Bro,
say
I'm losing my
piece,
fucking mind.
If you guys want to continue to discuss for hours,
Sorry
that's
about that,
all
guys.
good.
1 second.
I don't really want to do that. Lud or X or whoever, if I'm understanding correctly, is xQc and Train upset that we reacted too mildly to the accusations? Is that correct?
I think it was your initial statement, Pokey, where you seemed to be adding dissent to what Train said, and you added, you casted doubt. You were like,
not only
dissent,
not only dissent, but dismissal of it.
There was an initial dissent, dismissal, whatever word.
What I said.
X, because you can pull up the clip, and I didn't bring any of this up. I'm just tagging in because some of the shit going on here is a little weird. You understand me? What's going on here?
I think he's just trying to find anything and everything he can. But
if this was news about xQc and I, you would have attacked it and went to it as if it's the truth without fact checking. But suddenly, when it's information about a friend, you don't need fact checking or looking to it or give the benefit of the doubt to it. You literally sit there and you play dumb and play stupid.
The fuck is that music coming from? What the fuck is going on here? Why is that music right up on it? What the fuck did that come from?
And you don't want it to be true. Therefore, you play dumb. If it was,
that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
It's crazy when shit comes up about
that's slanderous, dude. I'm sorry.
Slanderous. It's slanderous. That's your entire community's brand, your vocal community's brand, at least. Slanderous. That's all you guys do
with this, my man.
Listen,
I don't know what's going on. You're lashing out at demons again.
Train is based right now, and Pokey is trying to bring this shit back. She's trying to save this, turn it into something positive. Let the queen talk.
Please.
Lashing out at demons. No, you know exactly what you do. All of you.
Crazy.
All of you. All you care about is.
Adriana wants to be on.
Like a minute,
go ahead, Pokey. Sorry, and then Adriana wants to be on the call as well.
Please, she's more than welcome. I want to start off by saying, I 1000% stand with the victims. I completely believe everything that they've said, and I'm so sorry if the way that I initially reacted showed otherwise, and I'm so sorry if I dismissed you, Train. That was not my intention. In the moment, I was so tunneled on what we were discussing, which was just gambling, and
don't even go after Pokey for saying, she's backpedaling.
Brought up, which,
that's
by the way,
fine. That's all that matters. What she's doing right now is the right thing. That's all that matters. I don't give a fuck.
I didn't understand if you were accusing Miz of doing something or Miz's friends.
Yeah.
Like that was just me not knowing the details and not understanding. So, I mean, even now I don't know every single detail, but regardless, I think if you had permission to bring those things to light, then it's good that you did, and it is always good to push these people out of communities.
Yeah.
How are we still using the wording if you had permission? Like, why are we still on that gate?
Oh, because just frankly speaking, I do not know the details regarding everything that happened.
Right. But see, this is my point. But this is my point. If you guys don't know, you keep saying you didn't know the details. That's why you didn't want to go in, right?
No, I'm saying even now I don't. I just hopped on Hasan and xQc streams like 5 minutes ago. I heard someone talking about you having the green light or you not. I do recall when you initially tweeted that out, all I had seen right away was a lot of people were saying, you shouldn't say this without the person's permission. Like, you know, there was a lot of contention. And even now I don't know where everything landed.
But do you not find it odd that in the light of this information, people are jumping?
Bro, the music is driving me fucking crazy. But yeah, they really mishandled that completely and made it seem much more dismissal. And we're trying to look at it as what, like a redirect from the gambling? Like, come on, bro. Like, just don't say anything for a little bit. You can think whatever you want, but shit, you gotta fucking use your brain a little bit before you speak on certain topics.
To that I shouldn't say it without the permission. They're not looking at the bigger picture. Do you understand?
Wait,
they
what?
should have. Wait for me. They should have assumed I had the permission, went at it, and then came and questioned if I had the permission later on. Once they held the person accountable, that was in question for the more serious accusation. Do you understand?
Based.
I think
To
considering
put
how
me in front of it and say,
fast-paced the internet
listen,
functions,
people are trying to find-
both of those things will happen at once. You know what I mean?
People are trying to find any way to add dissent and to pump this entire thing with disinformation to try and muddy the waters.
But we didn't do that.
But you did. You sat there questioning.
No.
Oh, isn't this old news? Oh, isn't this the old stuff?
Because
No,
you
I-
didn't know what you were
If you
talking
don't
about,
know, then
Train.
don't
You vague
talk.
posted
If
about a
you
sexual
don't
assault
know,
accusation that
then
wasn't
don't
yours.
Talk. If you don't know, then you don't speak on it.
Hey,
If you
we
don't know,
we
it
need to
works
yell
both
at
ways.
each other.
It
But
works
that's
both
that
ways.
is what I did. That is
Train,
what I said.
I
No,
understand
you
what you're
dismissed
saying,
it.
and I understand why that would be frustrating from your perspective. Can you understand from an objective perspective why you speaking on someone else's experience? Of course, people will want more details because it's
On the
not coming from
contrary,
that.
But don't go against it. though.
Wait,
That's-
XQC, wait.
There you
On
go.
the contrary,
But we
on the-
didn't. You're operating under the
on
bad faith
contra-
assumption that
Hold
we
on,
did
let
when
me
we didn't.
respond. Let me respond to Pokey, please.
We didn't talk on it.
Let me respond to Pokey, please. On the contrary, can you view and see objectively why the individual in question was scared, especially with the
Absolutely.
size of her platform
Yes.
and the person
But-
in question size of his platform,
Yes, 1000%.
and why she did not want to speak on it and needed somebody
Yeah.
large enough to speak on it for her?
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
That makes
Train,
sense.
if you had come out with a twit longer and you said, hey, I have permission from this person, this is what happened, and like we could get all of that information in one go,
Yeah.
of course you should be believed 1000%. My point was just in this moment, I'm like tunneled yelling about gambling.
Yeah, it's easy
and I
in
see a tweet,
hindsight.
I didn't even
It's easy in
understand what you were
hindsight to
saying.
tell us this. But in that moment, if I wasn't in the position, if I wasn't the creator that I was, do you understand? The way you guys reacted to it in that moment, it would have destroyed.
Yeah, this shit is getting absolutely wild. I can't even believe it's going this ham right now. This shit is getting insane. Bro.
Anyone else, do you understand? It would have
Yes!
put so much question and dissent and goddamn muddying of the waters into the field of play.
Can I ask
People
you a question?
wouldn't know, and
I
this
don't
is
think
Can I
what
ask you a
causes.
question?
No,
Train,
this
Train,
is
I
what
have a question.
causes.
Usually accusations, at least from my
especially when Train was
perspective,
almost
should be
blackmailed into
taken
deleting his
seriously.
initial tweets, would have completely collapsed the system that was in place. That's what
Okay,
matters the
okay.
most.
Here's a question I have though.
what
Train,
is- I don't know what that's talking about.
did you
He
was
not
blackmailed?
tweet it twice? I might be mistaken here. Please do not assume that I'm being uncharitable towards you. Did you
Okay.
not tweet twice about it?
Twice about what?
The same thing? I thought you might have actually tweeted
No.
twice about,
No, I did
or
not.
like clarify, like provide additional clarification.
Oh, you're referring to my response to the tweet. Yes, I did.
Yeah. So
You're
the
crazy
thing is,
slick.
Oh,
why do you
slick,
think you felt the need to do
something
that?
Crazy.
And by the
Slick
way,
might
once
have
again,
done.
I
Did you re-
did
But
commend you
that's still not
yesterday.
Did you read
You know.
my response to my response?
No, he's just
The last thing says,
trying to-
as it read. Because it did read clearly. Do you understand? Like, this thing we're
Bro,
doing.
you can say that, but if you're writing another clarifying tweet, like
Do you not
understand,
find it extremely disingenuous that now you're attacking the wording of my tweet, and that's why you were you
no,
want
we're
you
trying to
felt it-
offer you feedback on why we were confused about your vague
and I'm
posting
offering
about
you
a serious
feedback,
sexual
and
assault
I'm,
accusation
and I'm offering you
cover-up.
feedback that if you don't know, don't say anything, and stop trying to backpedal and start talking about.
There's no
it was the
backpedaling
vague
happening
posting.
here. It's just we're front pedaling.
You're
I'm
not
telling
front
you
pedaling.
exactly,
You're not front pedaling.
No, we're human beings.
You reacted.
We're human
Yo.
beings
Oh, you're
that are.
You're not front pedaling, bro. You're trying to change the whole narrative from what you did and actually working against Pokey. At least Pokey said, oh, the reason why we said this, which we should not have said this, and I'm apologizing, is because I was focused on this too much, and that is why I made the mistake, and I apologize for it. Hasan's not even apologizing. He's just digging it even worse, and he keeps saying Pokey every time he does it. Bro, what are you doing?
We're getting tone policed right now from someone who actually did a good thing.
Damn.
Yeah, this is some SJW shit.
Yo, this shit's getting leaked, guys. Don't forget to sub to the channel and like the video. And, yeah, more good shit coming the way. And, yeah, I'm going to be starting a Twitch at 1,000 subs on YouTube. So let's keep pushing, guys. I'm trying to grow slowly but surely and create a great community. So hop in the chat, say hello, everything else, and let me know what you guys want to see. Write it down in the comments below. Tell me I'm fucking stupid. I don't care. Let's have a conversation.
Someone who did a good thing. You did a good thing. Okay? The execution of it may have been flawed, but ultimately you did a good thing.
What? I don't.
Execution was flawed. Maybe because of your interference with it. Maybe with your
responded to like a rant.
Dude, X needs to turn off the fucking music. X, come on. Turn off the fucking bullshit music. It's not even needed. This conversation's serious enough and you're just fucking trolling it.
You responded to Miskiff saying you were a scammer about
irrelevant.
How the fuck? What do you mean?
It is
you think that's
irrelevant.
the best way to do this?
You're making this about me now. It is irrelevant. That is irrelevant.
Dog,
what I said.
That's not irrelevant. If you're trying to analyze why
we're
we
not
were
analyzing.
so
We're
confused
telling
as
you
we were. No, you are. You're inferring that our confusion somehow indicates complacency or we're complicit. Okay?
I did not
Our
say you're
confusion was
complicit or
warranted in that circumstance, and Pokey didn't even say anything else. But I literally said, I'm going to cover this when I have more details. I don't know what's going on.
That should have been the initial reaction.
That is the initial reaction.
No, that was the initial secondary
reaction.
reaction.
That is
your
the initial
reaction was literally acting dumb, playing dumb, and being confused about it. That was your initial. Your secondary was you need to get more information. Your initial should have been you need to get more information. And then after you got the information, that is when you can act however you'd like to act. Do you understand? You act before getting the information.
Adriana as well. You're right. Everyone is.
Oh shit, Adriana's.
I think she.
Adriana's coming in. That's what it sounds like. Oh, I hope she does.
Wants to come on.
Yes.
She's more than welcome to in my
Yeah,
perspective. But also,
she's
like,
the main victim
if you
here.
guys want to continue
Yes,
to
I know. I'm just clarifying to everyone that I'm doing that right now.
I feel like I've kind of said my piece.
But you also admitted that you were wrong and apologized.
Oh shit, Pokey's trying to leave. Pokey, you should leave. It's only gonna get worse from here. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out while you can. Say your apology and get the fuck out. If you stay too long, it's gonna get worse. I know it's gonna get worse. She's gonna stay. I'm calling it. She's gonna stay.
I'm thankful for that. I'm sorry I came at you really hard. Okay, I apologize for what I said. It probably won't be the same between you, but I'm sorry about that. But you apologizing means a lot.
All good. Well,
Trying to do a game show at the end of the month. You let me know, Pokey.
There you go.
I would like to hear if she has anything to say, because I do hope, like,
oh shit, she's
I do
staying.
hope her behavior didn't offend her in any way.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, hi.
Adriana.
How are you?
Hi. Good. Well, I guess as good as I can be.
Yep.
So I'm confused as to like what the argument is here.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't understand.
Just going to double being crazy, but I think the initial point is valid. But you know, you're the person at hand. You have the most to say about it. So I think we should mute up. Just let you
I think essentially when me and Hasan were talking about gambling stuff, and we had been following kind of the tweets that people were doing, and then Miz responded to Train, and then Train responded to Miz about what had happened to you. Me and Hasan at the time, or at least I'll just speak for myself, I didn't really understand what he was saying exactly. I wasn't sure if he was accusing Miz of SA or Slick or the context in general. And so the way that we reacted, Train and xQc found that dismissive of the situation. I really hope you didn't feel that way. I know it's very,
let
very...
me watch the clip.
Everyone's different volume settings. fucking my shit up. I'm playing with these levels left and right. But guys, I can barely keep up. Train has his mic like in his fucking mouth. It's difficult sometimes.
What clip? This?
That's what it was about.
So he's talking about something that Slicker might have done.
No, not
right?
Slicker. Crazy Slick.
Oh, Slick. Something that Crazy Slick might have done. But that's still not Miz, you know?
No, he's just. I think he's just trying to find anything and everything he can. But
your
it's
friend
also
did some weird shit that I heard about. Okay.
Yeah, but
I think that's what she's watching. Yeah, she apologized.
what is it? Adriana Lee tweeted and said,
I can see
realest thing I've ever heard.
Okay.
When did all these virtue
So
signaling narcissists?
I've been trying to follow along with the streams, obviously, of why everyone's arguing, but I can see why xQc is saying that it seems dismissive, because in cases of sexual assault and harassment, when women come out, the first initial reaction normally is dismissive. Whether that is the right reaction
Based.
or not, we don't know. But obviously, a lot of people
It's so true. Don't fucking do this. Don't be a fucking heathen fuck.
especially when it first came out, they don't want to assume that their friend is a creep. Nobody wants to assume their friend or someone that they're close with or someone that they do business with is a bad person. No one wants to assume that. So obviously, initial reactions will be dismissive. And in a lot of these clips, I have heard dismissive reactions. And in that case, I talked to Hasan yesterday about it, saying, hey, I don't like how last time this came out, it seemed like you were pandering. We went through that situation, we cleared it up, and he was saying, well, why now chat's calling me names, blah, blah, blah. And we understood that, like, in the way it was worded, and he unfortunately was the example that was made out of these bigger streamers who constantly pander because they do not want to be excluded from these big streamer groups. And I apologize to Hasan for making him as an example, because I did make him an example in my stream.
No, it's okay.
There's no need to apologize.
But
in my opinion, from her. Go ahead.
But
no,
I don't understand.
Go ahead.
No, say what you have to say, Hasan.
No, the reason why I said that is because, to clarify what you were saying, people were implying that I was involved somehow or had prior knowledge when I didn't.
I understand why they're saying that, because it's weird, and I said in the chat that, like, this tweet is so vague. It is the most vague tweet, and as I said, as a person who was forced to be silent about this for a long time, obviously I'm not going to sit there and tweet, guys, remember when Slick touched me when I was sleeping? Like, I'm not going to tweet anything that, sub-tweets that, refers to that, because I know that's going to put me in a bad situation. So even this thing is like where Train says, you know who we're talking about. Like, it's kind of like a little inside thing between me and Train, since we've been talking about this for the past year consistently whenever like something gets brought up. I just thought people could have thought that, because it's weird how you knew what it was right away. And people could have thought that for the same reason as to why a lot of people knew about this situation and didn't come out. I'm sick of everybody coming at X and coming at Train saying, you guys knew, you were waiting for the right time to drop it. It was the right time to drop it, because if it was dropped any other time, and I'll tell you this, if it was dropped any other time, it would have gotten pushed under the rug just like it was before.
100%, exactly.
Yep. It's true. Can't always do it right away. Sad to say. It's the world we live in, though.
Okay. The politics at play here, y'all know. You guys know the politics at play. You guys know don't train me. You guys know that if it's dropped at any time, any other time, you guys do your bullshit little politics. Oh, it must be some sort of revenge play. It is politics, dirty politics. It is muddying you. So this bullshit you play about, why did he do it now?
Come on,
that is a cop out. It is a cop out, and it is moving away from the main point, which is her story, and that's the bullshit.
No, I agree. We've completely moved beyond the main point, which is something that I have mentioned numerous times at this point.
Okay.
And I do agree. We have done that. And I think that's a really shitty way to cover this otherwise potentially criminal subject matter. That is my point that I also agree with you on, if that's your point as well.
Okay, I have to reject this.
As Adriana also said, though, yes, the tweet wording was vague, which is the reason why we did not know. And Adriana, if you want further clarification like we talked about yesterday on stream, I was operating off of what chat was saying.
I have to correct you, Hasan. I have to correct you. The vague posting she was referring to was the dialogue her and I had on a separate post. Not the post between
referring to Trey.
Yeah, not the post between Miskiff and I. The post between her and I. That's what she's referring to as vague.
That was chatters bringing up additional context to help me understand.
Hasan is so lost. He doesn't even know what they're talking about anymore.
Understand what was going on. If
but
you see my initial
even with the train posting, I don't know where this clip is.
Pokey should have fucking left. Pokey should have left. She didn't take her chance. She had the chance to get out of there. Ooh, you should have left, girl. You didn't do it right. Oh, it's fucked now.
The train posting, are you going to send Miz and Maya? Who knew about Miz? How did chatters know about Miz and Maya? You know what I mean? Like, how are chatters saying Miz and Maya? Oh, must be the Adriana Lee situation. And that's, but I'm not saying that you knew. I'm not saying that you knew, okay? And even if you did know, I don't fucking care. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people knew, right? A lot of people knew.
But I didn't, for the record.
Yeah,
and they're yelling at me about, not reacting in a different way when
Adriana, I think everything you said is very true, and I understand you wanting or feeling the need to have this information come out at a time where you're most likely to be believed. And for starters, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that.
Yeah.
Ultimately, for me, I'm sorry for the way that I reacted, like was too mild for the situation.
She's got to save face for herself now. She's got to distance herself from Hasan and save face and talk for herself. That's the only way this goes well at this point for her.
Given, I genuinely did not properly understand what Train was accusing anyone of, for starters, and just the situation in general I wasn't fully aware of. I think victims should 100% be believed, and reading all of the things that have come out about him makes me feel so disheartened about this community and industry. Like, it can be so fucking shitty.
I just ended it on Twitch.
At the end of the day, how you feel and whether or not you're believed is what matters the most. So if there's anything we can say or do, please do let us know. Aside from that, I really even now, I don't know all the details. Even what Miz and Maya and etc. have gone through, like when I hopped off the PC, I just hopped off.
Okay, listen. I must say this earlier. Okay, she doesn't back up about the timing of it. Okay, but I want to reiterate about the timing of it. It was incredibly needed because I'm telling you, only me and Trent and other people know this because we're in that call. Okay, it was fucking insane. I don't care leaking it. Okay, the amount of times he was asked to delete the tweet, to backpedal, to change whatever. I thought it was gonna go full backwards. There was even a plan about making him fucking having stuff on Train to make him delete it. It was bonkers.
Sorry, I don't
want.
Can you elaborate what you were talking about? So people were in a call with you and Train trying to get him to delete his tweet?
Yes. It wasn't about that initially, but the call.
Who are these people?
Okay, that's fucked up. Maybe you should be more mad about that. Like that is. I'm mad about that.
Guys, let's stay on the point. Let's stay on the point. This is about her, about Adriana, and what happened to her. We are moving way we are moving way outside of that.
I think you guys
xQc, you're in the right. xQc, you're in the right. I'm just saying, do not let these other people try to redirect it to something else. This is about Adriana right now. Do you understand me?
Yeah. I agree, but I do want to know if there were other additional people that were trying to silence you. I think that maybe that deserves a little bit more attention in this circumstance.
No, because what Train and what xQc are saying. Also, sorry, I wasn't completely listening to because I was trying to listen to this clip. What Train and xQc are saying is a lot of people in the same. I mean, I've witnessed it. I've lived through it the last time that I came out about this thing, it was kind of like, oh my gosh, like you're valid, your feelings are valid, like you're so strong for coming out about this, and then boom, oh my god, crazy slick lover host, oh my god, crazy slick Mia Melkova. It's like at the end of the day, it felt like goddamn, like sorry, I'm not a TikTok guy because Sienna May is getting a lot of heat for touching someone when they're unconscious, and apparently my abuser can just run free. So what they're trying to say is that the timing of this, no matter how weird you guys think it was,
Pokey should have left. Oh shit. Is she gonna cry? I mean, it's seriously like it's possible this is a very, very serious situation. Oh shit.
It had to be played out this way, because if it was any other way, people can sit there and they can say, oh, well, we're here for you. Oh, well, this is a shitty situation, because that's what they said in fucking June 2021. Everyone wanted to sit there and virtue signal and pretend that they were there for me and pretend that they were doing the right thing. And then 2 months later, when it was in the clear, everything just reverted back to normal. And you can hear so in the Miz clip where he says, everyone who didn't hang out with Slick still hangs out with him, blah, 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 blah. And then you could also see so in my thread of girls who are continuously got sexually harassed, numbers of them, by Slick, by trying to get nudes from them, sending dick pics to them, telling them that, hey, I'm jacking off. Like, this is a bigger thing than a lot of people realize.
Absolutely.
I completely agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, 100%.
I just hope you know, if there are any clips of how I reacted, all I saw was Train's tweet, and I did not know any other information, and I wasn't sure if he was accusing Ms. or Mrs. Friend. And then when I heard it was about Slick, I still didn't know any details, and I thought Train might have been leaking someone else's information or
we originally,
or what happened to them.
But do you see how you're giving
permission?
Originally, I thought Train. I originally thought
let me
you were
respond to
literally
that.
saying Miskip was
Train
doing
is saying.
sexual assault.
But don't you? But isn't that a little coincidental that in a moment when I'm saying something, okay, that's the time to say nothing. Wait for the individual to come forward to give the worst
Train, it
case.
doesn't matter if it
you
was
didn't
you
give
or
a
someone else.
but you didn't give a benefit of the doubt. You assumed the worst, and you acted confused and as if this was already covered and it's not a big deal. Just say nothing. Sit there, say nothing if you know nothing, and wait to see what happens. Wait to gather your information. Do you understand? This idea that, oh, Train was vague posting, I didn't know. If you didn't know, then don't react. If you didn't know, then don't react.
No, I understand why people, Pokey, I do accept your apology, but I understand why people are upset about the way you reacted in this clip, because it's kind of like you mocked it and like downplayed it and laughed at the end, which I know you didn't know anything, and that is okay, but in circumstances with any victim of sexual assault or harassment, because it's like, you know, these things are very common for people. Any hint in what xQc was saying earlier, any hint of doubt, any whatever he said, fucking seed, I don't know what he said earlier, like it's not beneficial to the situation, because there are so many people, and I'm lucky enough that I'm strong enough to deal with this, because a lot of people aren't, and that is okay, because a lot of people will sit there and take someone's trauma and run with it and say, you're lying, you asked to do that, oh, why'd you get so drunk? Why the fuck did you get so drunk? Well, that's how you are when you're drunk, and you were all over that person. Oh, well, it's your fault. Next time, don't drink at a party. Or like, literally, because when you are a victim of sexual harassment, assault, and you might be, any of you in this call might be, I do not know, but you sit there and you blame yourself. You sit there and you can't fucking sleep at night because you blame yourself, and you sit there and replay a situation over and over again to say, what the fuck should I have done different so this doesn't happen to me again? What the fuck should I have done different so this didn't fucking happen to me? And you can't, and you have fucking nightmares, and you can't even be with a partner again because you have nightmares. You're just cuddling your fucking partner in bed, and they just like spoon you, and all of a sudden you're dreaming of someone groping you, dreaming of someone touching you, and it's so fucking hard. And you guys, I don't know if you guys experienced this in the call, but this is just my perspective, and it's just, and that's why,
this type of shit that some men do to women, it's fucking sick. And if you're one of those people like Crazy Slick or somebody that's doing this weird ass shit, it's, bro, You're fucking weak. You're fucking nobody. You're fucking nothing. Fucking weak as fuck.
First of all, I don't know why like you guys are arguing about this without even like asking, you know, like what's Adriana's perspective of this. First of all, and second of all, that's why people are so mad. That's why people are so mad, because that seed of doubt is not a joke to the audience. Like, yeah, fuck me, I'm going through it. I get Reddit comments every day of people telling me how I deserve to get touched in my sleep. But these people who go through sexual assault, these viewers who don't have fan bases to stick up for them, they deal with this in their hometowns, in their real life situations, in their fucking high schools. They don't deserve to see people that they look up to laugh at victims of sexual assault, whether you didn't know about it or not.
Well said.
I
agree.
That is, I'm
not pointing
cannot
fingers.
even
I'm not
put
trying to
into
make
words.
anybody. I'm not trying to make anybody a villain. I'm not trying to say anybody here is good or bad. This isn't a fucking TV show, okay? No one's good. No one's bad. I'm just trying to educate and show you guys my perspective. And I don't think you're bad, Poke.
Hasan hasn't said a word, but he's also not apologized either. I don't know if he will. I mean, he definitely will to Adriana. Let's be real. He can't get away with not apologizing to her. It's that would be absolutely crazy. There'd be no way that he could get away with it, bro. No way.
You know, I've looked up to you for years, and it's just I'm trying to explain why it was a problem, that reaction, no matter how small it was, no matter how like you didn't know. I'm just trying to explain to you how that was a problem for the masses, the audiences, whatever the fuck, like the you know, I don't know the word.
Yes, I completely understand now, and thank you for taking the time to explain that. Even though it wasn't my intention at all, if anything I say or do casts doubt upon someone's essay, I think that's terrible. And I know especially in this industry, it is really, really difficult to come out with that information, especially when the people that you're coming out against have larger fan bases or connections than you do. I would never, ever, ever want to take essay or sexual harassment lightly, ever. And yeah, I'm so sorry for my initial reaction of not playing dumb. I genuinely did not understand the situation or what was being said. So either way, now that I know.
She came in with that smooth jazz voice. She's really trying to right this wrong, which is good. I do think she does feel bad. But she is a PR queen, so it's hard to tell where the feelings begin and the actress begins. It's hard to tell that line. Oof. It's a dangerous woman.
I'm just really sorry that happened to you, and I hope you get the support that you so rightfully deserve. That's really all that matters to me now. And I'm glad that I was able to say this directly to you, because no matter like how small my reaction was of confusion of whatever, I think when these kind of things come into play, and like even if I didn't understand what was going on or what Train was saying, when essay comes into play, it should be taken seriously.
Absolutely.
Anyways, that's, well, Adriana, if you ever want to say anything directly to me, I'm going to add you because I'm, you know, more than open to speaking to you, but I also don't want to go in this circle of like people yelling at each other about stuff. And
get out, Pokey.
Yeah, that's really all.
Get out, Pokey, while you can. You already missed your first chance.
Yeah, such I didn't want to go.
Oh shit.
Like, random like collateral shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's okay. It's
Bro,
just.
I don't
Sorry guys, I keep checking volume because this video, like some streamers have their stuff set up so differently, so everything's all over the place. So I'm just constantly looking at the volume, just making sure everything's going through smooth. Because Train is inside of his mic. Hasan is either a mile away or right up on his mic about to scream. X is pretty fluid. Pokey's super quiet. Adriana bounces back and forth. So it's hard to get like a good read on the mic situation, but we're going to get it all figured out as we keep growing. So don't forget to like the video, sub to the channel, let's fucking grow this platform. I would love to be able to become part of the bigger communities here as well. And we got some great stuff coming your way, as well as I want to help people in general. Building values is important for everybody. So potentially save people from, doing stupid shit like this and talking about things in a way in a public platform that isn't conducive, one, to you, and also isn't appropriate for, the situation at hand. That's really what happened here.
It's about her. It's about
everything. It's just,
yes.
I just feel like today it came so close. I don't know.
Well, your points were correct. Do you understand? Like, we talked about it, and Adriana came and talked about it, and I think she made her points very, very clear. And that's everything that we were saying. That's, if you don't know, don't dismiss. That initial dismissal is much more powerful. And I keep hearing it's not my intention. You guys know as creators, intention's irrelevant. It's the effect. You argue with yourselves all the time. You understand? Mm-hmm. So you need to do better. All of us do. And it's that simple. So Adriana, thank you for coming to talk. And
yeah, if you want to say anything, you're
I think we have to end it right there. Because Train, he's fucking based. He hit that shit so dead on. That was shooting the button off of a shirt from 1,100 meters out with a .22 rifle shooting into the sky. He hit that shit with so much precision that he was giving someone a haircut with a scythe. It's just absolute ridiculous, and he did it cleanly. He gave you a fade, a 0 up to a 2, and he faded that out, and he even trimmed your beard up with one swipe. He cut that shit so clean, and it's the truth. It's the truth. It's about her, and every little comment you make online, especially when you're a large content creator or a large Twitch streamer, it'll have a bigger effect than what you think, because what's in your head and how you're presenting yourself are two very different things. So even if you mean well, you can fuck everything up. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. Please like the video. Please sub. I want to keep growing with y'all. I'm on Twitter as well. Don't forget to go over to Twitter and add me on there. It's ARKS, ARKHSX. And besides that, guys, I'm out for the night. Have a